I want to bring reform to an uninformed generation, bring positive exposure to a generation under negative influence.
I want to bring forth talented artists of our time.
Find the next Billie Holiday or Mahalia Jackson.
Rosa Parks.
Billy Graham.
Drake.
Rick Pino.
Or the first you.
I want to destroy.
Break down.
And take away.
All negative stereotypes that plague our progress.
I want to create networking opportunities.
Build to a better me.
Community. Life.
Us.
So won't you join
me?
Me.
Although I'm just one person, together we are Reform Society. And this is Reform TV. What's going on, everybody? My name is Richard Russ, and this is Reform TV. I'm sitting here with Freddie Flanagan and Ben Larson of The Cave. Freddie, why don't you start off by giving us kind of an oversight and tell us what exactly is The Cave?
All right, it's a great place, man. The Cave started about a year ago, back on June 4th, 2010. And it all started, I went down to Alabama with a couple of friends of mine. And we went to this event called The Basement. And they had everything going, man. They had rappers, dancers, fog machines, lights. I'm talking about a couple thousand people. I went down there and I was like, man, they're sharing a positive message. It's doing good for the society.
Right.
I was like, I'm going back to Baltimore. I'm going to do something just like it. And I had no idea that they actually had a guy call me from The Basement in Alabama by the name of Benjamin New.
Right.
He says, you know what? When do you want to get started with something like this? I'm going to come up and help out. He came out for about 6 months. And the cave's been going on ever since. It's been growing. But we have a great time, man. It's got positive entertainment. We got great people there, people that just want to do better things in their life.
Right.
And we encourage them. We give them a message of hope. We give them a message of encouragement, purpose. And we're just there, man. We're just there for the community. We want to see great things happening around this area.
Sounds good. So you guys started over a year ago. So what's your following now compared to back in, just say if you started in June, like July? Did you have a rocky start or?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy. I do know that it's very important. Something like this takes a great team. I like to call it the eighth wonder of the world, and that's the team. The team is actually what drives the vision. A lot of people have a great vision, but they don't ever have a team in place.
Right.
And Albert Einstein says it best. He says, I was able to be great because I was able to stand on the shoulder of giants. And it's all about the team. So it was a rocky start, but we had people from all over come, Virginia Beach, Alabama, England. All these people came from all over, man.
From England?
From England. Yes, sir. Actually, he's one of our rap artists. You'll be able to get to know a little bit more about him. But yeah, man, he just came over. The military had moved him, and he became a great part. And things have just been really good. And it started, but I've realized it's persistent and consistency that things happen. You can't expect it to go big.
Right.
I like the Bible says start with the little things and be faithful with that, and then he'll give you more. And that's kind of what I've been able to realize.
Okay. So I see you spoke a lot about your team, and we're here with Ben Larson. So Ben, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with The Cave?
Yeah, actually, my sister and brother-in-law live with his father and mother. They have a housing, basically a transitional house that pulls people off the streets and gives them a place to get on their feet again. And like my brother-in-law, he got basically through church. He met them, and so I came to visit them, and I kind of got to know them then. And then basically, I was visiting for this week that The Cave happened, and I kind of got thrown into a position of working in the media, the sound, just whatever was needed.
Right.
And I felt like that I was just supposed to be there. And so I moved up, and just so I've been like, bore the burden of a lot of things, and I find joy in it. So it's pretty awesome. But it's so crazy to see that a year ago, just about a year ago, that we've come so far, and now all the seats that we have to offer were taken up just last Friday.
Right.
It's crazy. And at The Basement, they pull everybody from the surrounding community from Birmingham. The place is just shut down, and people just swarm to the basement, and that's kind of what we want here.
Right.
We want to just draw so many people, not just to what we have to offer, but like, you know,
To gain their own from the experience.
yeah, bringing people together and just like, you know, loving on them, and that's what we're about.
So what is your favorite part of the cave?
My favorite part is, I don't even know, man. Like,
You just love everything about the cave.
I love the after it started, just the flow of just everything coming together, and
Right.
it's just kind of like things are just kind of falling into place, and that's kind of when I just sit back and just maybe push a couple buttons here, you know, adjust the sound here, and just kind of like just watch just people just kind of get changed. I mean, they do get changed, you know,
Right.
like just by the atmosphere that's there. You know, it's a crazy place, and it's like, you know, there's not many places like that.
Right.
And it just draws people, and people love it, and it's so different from what,
Good stuff.
you know, just what there is out there.
So Freddie, do you ever feel like the following is going to get too big? Like you'll be overwhelmed by it at all?
Man, I'll tell you what, we have a lot of different things going on. And I'm not going to ever shut down and say you can't come.
Right.
And we have people come from all over the place, man. This is actually a third place that we moved to. We're probably going to need another bigger spot in no time. And I will never, I mean, if someone wants to know a little bit more about how they can get help and do better in their life and leave drugs behind and leave past relationships behind and be able to look forward and press to the mark, man, we will do whatever we can do.
And even, you said you like to reach out into the community, you even bus people to your events.
Yes, we have 2 different vans and a couple other van drivers. We're actually picking up about 50 kids, 50 teenagers, and some young adults, and some older people as well. There's about the ages of 1 to 92. Anybody can come out. I don't care if you got a cane or if you got a little one. We do provide nursery for single parents, and we invite everybody. It doesn't matter if you feel like you can't be accepted anywhere, man. We have a couple people who have disorders. You know, some people, there are special ed classes that come out, but man, they feel like they're a part of something.
Right.
And I just love to be able to see the smile on their face and the joy that
Yeah.
we like to say that God, He gives us this joy that's our strength. And it's just seeing the smiles and seeing people come one way but walk out completely different. It's just incredible.
All right, so let's get into Rock the Block. It's a big project for you guys. It's the first thing you've ever done like this. So why don't you go ahead and tell the people what exactly Rock the Block is and how you plan to accomplish it.
Well, Rock the Block actually makes it 1 year since the cave. I actually had asked a good friend of mine, Jamie Flores, and I said, hey, you know, could you plan to put something together? And this girl came back with how to plan a big event. If you're gonna do something, why not do it big?
Right.
So I'm thinking this 1 year, just like get together like we normally do, but it ended up turning into this real big thing. As a matter of fact, Multi-Station Mall off Ritchie Highway said, you know what, we're gonna give you our parking lot, and we're gonna supply a generator, and we're gonna be able to have the event, Rock the Block, June 4th, 2011, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., taking place right outside the mall.
That's massive.
So yeah, we're going to go from pretty much a couple hundred people on a Friday night to we're looking at about 1,000 people.
Right.
And we got different artists coming, some great people coming from the state of Texas. One guy's name's Pelton. This guy's got a 3-time gospel award.
Wow.
People in Texas are going crazy. He's actually about to get signed by a big label.
That's
And
amazing.
he's coming over. He's going to be a part of that. And we got a great combination, not just hip hop, but we got a woman who I like to say she's like Mary. She's got style like
Two
that.
Marys and one Mary.
Yes, 2.
Oh, it's 2. It's a group.
It's Mary. It's
Oh,
a group. And we got a BMX guy by the name of Swinney.
Okay.
He's going to be doing bike tricks. We got a guy named
So it's going to be something for everybody.
for everybody.
Anything
Yes.
you could be interested in.
Yes, everybody.
Gotcha.
And it's going to be a community event. We're looking for sponsors, and we got a bunch of people. We got about 350 confirmations as we speak right now.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and just tell folks how, if they were interested in being part of Rock the Block or the Cave, how would they be able to get in touch with you?
Awesome. It's very simple. We got 2 websites. The Cave, you can look up information on the Cave, www.thecavelive.com. We actually film live every Friday night. So if you can't be there, don't hesitate to be a part. You can get on there, go to the Ustream, and we're filming live. And then Rock the Block, we got a domain for that as well. You go to www.rocktheblockmd for Maryland.com. rocktheblockmd.com, and you can get all the information on Rock the Block as well. And we're really looking forward to having you be a part, and we're excited about what's going on.
All right, that's Freddie Flanagan and Ben Larson. I'm Richard Russ, and this has been Reform TV. What's going on, brother?
Oh.
sound like it should be like, how was your flight? Are your arms tired? All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is Reform TV, and we're sitting here with Mr. JJ Nay. How you doing today?
All right, man. All right.
So, what brings you to the show today? You have to talk about your music a little bit. Give us some background on JJ Nay. Let's start first with the name. Where'd the name come from?
Well, my first name's Jason. My last name's Renee. My little brother would always call me JJ when he was a little baby, and that sort of started around when I started to rap. So I took the JJ and then the last part of my name, which sounds like Nay, put those two together.
And so your
JJ.
full last name is Renee?
Is Vernay.
Vernay. Okay,
Yeah.
so JJ Nay.
Yep.
All right. So, as far as performances, what really have you accomplished in your career?
I mean, as far as performances, I definitely love to get into that more, but I've done a lot of stuff at school. I've done a lot of announcements and stuff over school. I was in a competition actually recently with Mims, his open bars competition.
Right.
Basically, he made an EP with like 5 or 6 tracks, I believe, and he left one of the verses open on each one of the tracks. And he left it open for anybody to just record over the verse and send it in. So it was funny because I didn't really think much of it at first, but penned 12 lines, 12 bars, threw it in there,
Right.
and I sent it in. I wake up the next morning, got an email saying, guess what, JJ Nay, we've already selected you out of 3,000 artists. We're
Nice.
throwing you up
The
on
very
iTunes.
next morning,
The
like,
very
as
next
soon as you
morning.
woke
So
up.
I was just going ballistic because I've never had anything, I've just been underground, just,
Right.
writing lyrics and stuff by myself. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I was glad that happened because it was right around the same time that I was about to come out with my next mixtape, my third CD. And I'm not embarrassed to, promote myself, but in a way, I was more reclusive when it came to that.
Right,
So
because it's a way to go about it, like right in the wrong way.
right, I didn't want to just throw myself out there. But once the Mims contest sort of came along, it was like, all right, now I got something on my
Right,
plate.
take
Now
it
I
up to
can.
the next level.
Now I better do it exactly to the next level. So I just went crazy in school. I did announcements every day. I had a bunch of friends over loudspeaker, and I did a little thing over the news show, promoted my music. I started selling a bunch of CDs at school, and in each one of my CDs, I would have a little slip of paper how to download the song on iTunes. And so I must have got like almost 1,000 downloads off of that in just a couple weeks. So I didn't end up winning the competition. I probably got second place. They said I got top 5 in about 3,000 artists. So I was proud of myself for that, for getting that far. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely a big step in my career. It really makes me want to, I know there's tons more out there.
Right.
Mims' manager was talking about how this is the first of going to be many. So I'm going to be looking for these sorts of contests all the time.
Right.
If anything, I got experience out of it.
So what high school do you go to?
Archbishop Spalding.
And you're a senior?
I'm a senior, yeah, last
Okay,
year.
So how do you plan to take your music to the next level after you leave high school?
After high school, I'm going to be going to Omega Studios. I feel like a lot of people, when they get out of high school, they just feel they're going to do the 4-year thing,
Right.
go and party and whatever. That's not me. I'm going to pursue something that I love. So that's my passion. So I'm going to go to Omega Studios and do a 10-month program there, learning Pro Tools and all that kind of stuff. Because I definitely have the writing part down. I'm very lyrical, but
Right.
as far as producing, I'm really not involved in that at all. I really would love to dive into that because producing is just as important as the artist. so.
Exactly, definitely. So right now in your career, who produces for you? Or do you
I
produce yourself?
actually get all my beats from SoundClick.
Okay.
I search there and I usually just get free downloads. It's funny because I find some great beats and
Amazing.
there's been a few that I actually pay some money for. I've been in contact with the producers and stuff like that.
Okay.
But
So where does most of when you're writing your lyrics, where does most of your inspiration come from?
most of my inspiration, I would say, people ask me that and I like to give a couple artists that I like, but really when it comes down to it, all of hip hop influences me. It's not just this is my guy and I'm trying to copy him because nobody wants a next anything. Nobody wants the
Right.
next Eminem or whatever it's going to be. I'm not the next Eminem. I'm not the next Mac Miller. I'm
We're
not
looking for the first JJ Nay.
exactly. That's how I promote myself. But
Right.
I mean, my influence as far as I go, obviously Eminem. I mean, that might be a cop-out answer, but I definitely love Eminem.
Understandable.
I really respect Chamillionaire. I respect a lot of artists, underground artists like D1, people like him who really are just. My motto is truth rap, clean lyrics and stuff like that. And when I hear artists that are just throwing in a bunch of bullcrap, I understand maybe that's their lifestyle, but it's just not for me, that sort of type of music.
Right,
I want to write
right.
music that,
That's
you
true.
relates to me and other people can relate to. Obviously, if there's a bunch of cursing and it's hardcore, some people can relate to that. But I feel like I can broaden my audience if, I have lyrics that can relate to everybody. If I feel like you put a cuss word in, that's it. You've just eliminated 10,000 fans right there. So,
Exactly.
I promote a lot of music. I'm actually a martial arts teacher on the side, and I have a bunch of students there from 5 to 40. And obviously I get my music, a lot of my fans from there because there's my audience right there.
Right. So you've had music on iTunes before.
Yes, I have.
And
yeah.
how many downloads did you have on iTunes?
With Mim Song, I had about, it had to be close to 1,000. I know the winner of the contest actually got over 1,000, but I was right up there with him.
That's still amazing. Pretty good.
I know.
So you plan on staying independent after you continue in your career and get more education in the, production and the industry? Do you plan on staying independent, or would you like to become signed?
I mean, there's sort of two answers to that. I mean, one, obviously, if $1 million record label came to you knocking on my door tomorrow, I wouldn't tell them no. I wouldn't close the door. But I definitely think, I've been studying a lot of that too, about how people say that the industry sometimes is just sort of corrupt when it comes to, the big time agencies and stuff like that. And I feel like just remaining independent, I could sort of handle all my own music.
Right.
I know I've listened to a lot of Tech Nine and stuff like that, and he's sold millions. He's making bank, and he's been completely independent his whole career. So I definitely feel like, from a creative standpoint, if I could stay independent, then I could definitely be who I want to be. Sometimes I think you get signed to a label, maybe you release an album, you're hot, and then after that it's like, well, where do you go? You do what the label wants, and I don't necessarily want to see that happen. So.
Okay. So we would like to get your take on what you think about music right now in 2011. So if you could just give us a general, like, where do you think the direction of hip hop and rap, where is it going in your opinion?
People, I get so tired of seeing on blogs and stuff. People say that music is dying. It's not. It's not dying. People who are stuck on this Tupac and Biggie and the hill artists like Waka, and they're like, no, music is not dying. It evolves. Just because there's certain sounds. The same people who are blogging are the same people who were back in the day. That's when Tupac and them were around. They're gone now. We respect their music, but times evolve. So when people tell me that music is dying, it's definitely not dying. It's just it's evolving. There's different sounds. I mean, that's life. Things are gonna change, and
Okay. So, in your opinion, who is, if you give me a top 5 right now in the game, who is like the top 5 rappers?
Top 5? Jeez, I'd say Eminem is number 1 right now, no
Really?
doubt. I'd definitely say singular, I'd say Lil Wayne, but I think all of Cash Money and Young Money is just
doing their thing right now, just tearing it apart.
Man, they're tearing it apart. And then, I mean, there's underground artists, but I think that they're sort of hot too. Like I said, Tech Nine, I think he's really amazing with what he's doing. I think that artists like Chamillionaire, he had a lot of trouble with his label. Lupe Fiasco, he had a lot of trouble with his label. I think artists like that, now that they're sort of breaking away, I think they're really going to start to get a big influence. And then obviously people like Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, they're definitely on the rise too. I think they're pretty hot. People like that.
Okay. So as far as your audience right now, you said you did a lot of promotion in high school and things like that.
Right.
What do you think is going to take you to the next level as far as promotion?
As far as promotion-wise, I mean, it's a constant grind. You just gotta. There'll be days when I wake up and I'm thinking, like, what's the point? And then the next day I'll wake up and it's be like, all right, I got a million ideas. Let's storm down and let's promote.
Right.
I mean, that's just life. But I definitely think if I just keep doing what I'm doing, then I'm going to get somewhere. Like I said, I'm going to be studying after school at Omega Studios. So I think that just by going there and getting the knowledge of learning how to produce, just getting connections basically, and just it's just a constant grind. I'm never going to stop, no matter what.
So what's your proudest moment as an artist?
Proudest moment as an artist?
So far, because the journey is far from over.
Of course.
But what's your proudest moment?
I definitely, not even where I stood in the MIMS contest, just the fact that I did it and I got accepted so fast, and just getting my music on iTunes, because, before you get your music on iTunes, it's like a myth. Oh, I get my music on iTunes. That'd be so cool. I'm the man. And then when it finally happened the next morning, I searched JJ Nay in the search box. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like,
and you just
bam,
came out.
I'm doing it. So
amazing. So do you think that, with your education and everything, that maybe even there'll be a JJ Nay record label?
I definitely think that. I definitely think if you want to, brand yourself and make an empire. I mean, you look at people like Lil Wayne. He started from nothing, and now look at him. I mean, they're an empire. They control everything. So I definitely, you can't just make music and that's it. You just can't do that. You have to be involved in all the aspects of it.
Sounds good. So if you had a general message that you wanted to get out, kind of like an overall over all the records that you've done, the records that you will do, is there's one thing that's signature to JJ Nay, what would that be?
The signature JJ Nay is definitely truth rap. That's my motto, truth rap. Just make music that everybody can listen to. I understand that not everyone wants to make music that everybody can listen to, but for me, personally, I think that you should make music that everybody can listen to, let the world see who you are, and let them decide.
All right. So you guys can look out for a performance from JJ Nay later on in the show. Can you tell us where we can go to find some of your music?
You can go to myspace.com/the one and only JJ Nay. youtube.com/the one and only JJ Nay. And I just recently uploaded my third CD. It's my first mixtape on datpiff.com. If you search JJ Nay or you search Writer's Blocks, that's the name of the CD.
Okay, all right. More for JJ Nay coming up. Here to perform his single, Jammin', on Reform TV, JJ Nay.
Yeah. JJ Nay, man. Yeah. J squared, baby. Melt away my problems, freeze me in the moment. Every time I press play, it's nuclear collision. Yeah, I be jamming all day, all night. Hear me coming far away, I'm on a sound wave. Suicide, yeah, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm jamming. Oh, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm jamming. Oh, MP3 or ACD, TV or the radio. With my jams on, I'ma shake this place like hey-yo. Jamming, jamming, jamming. Jamming, jamming, jamming. Jamming, jamming, jamming. I'm jamming, how's that for a hook? Look, I'm on the road, hitting 130. My tweeter's on blast, like an angry birdie. Nodding my head, like I dream a genie. Jump everything around, music like a baby teething. And I be bouncing like a kanga. At the coat room, chilling with a bunch of hangers. Music is what floats my boat, don't be the anger. Turn up the volume, yeah, thank you. My jam is on and it's the enemy of silence, making me a big nut, elephantitis. You know what the hype is, music made gusta. Make the haters look at me and stop. Medusa, yeah, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, oh. I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, oh. MP3 or ACD, TV or the radio. With my jams on, I'ma shake this place like hey-yo. Jamming, jamming, jamming. Jamming, jamming, jamming. Jamming, jamming, jamming. I'm jamming, how's that for a hook? So many great beats, I got a spare heart. That instrumental got me flyer than an Earhart. Just call me Pebbles, I love the bam bam. My head's lighting up, full colors and crayons. King Kong in the back, make the floor dance. It's pretty crazy in my trunk, call me your stand. Losing my mind, I hope it's never found. Yo, eardrums crack, am I addicted to this sound? Nah, sinking in my seat as I drive around town. No peanut butter, baby, all jam right now. Like, give me that bass, give me that snare. Back and forth, oh, with my hair, every day and everywhere. Oh, yeah, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, oh. I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, oh. MP3 or ACD, TV or the radio. If my jam's on, I'ma shake this place like KDO. Jamming, jamming, jamming. Jamming, jamming, jamming. Jamming, jamming, jamming. I'm jamming, yeah. You cannot defeat my swagger like a beast. I'm Chewbacca, hot flame like a Waka. No, babe, I don't talk a lot. I just pull up on the spot, turn a notch, turn my pupils into dots. I be jamming and you not got thoughts so melodic. My eyes are hypnotic, make my pencil crazy in the sheets. Musically erotic, feeling sicker than bubonic. Running is like I'm Sonic, yeah, I be rocking out. Call me golden, call me Onyx. I astonish myself, put my swagger on screamo. Bark, go the woofer, man's best amigo. Feeling loony toony with my jams all blasting. Can I hear you hating? Why you think I'm laughing? I'm jamming, baby. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. JJ Nay, MySpace.com, YouTube. Hit me up on DatPiff, download it, baby. That's right. Y'all know what it is. Da 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 da. Yeah, I be jamming, fool. If they do not know the words, I make them up as I go. In my bed, in my ride, in the shower, anywhere. I'ma jam till I die, but that'll be in many years. I'm out, babe.
That was JJ Nay recording his single Jammin', here live on Reform TV. Remember, stay tuned in or be tuned out. All right, great job, brother.
Yeah. J Squared, baby. Melt away my problems, freeze me in the moment. Every time I press play, it's nuclear collision. Yeah, I be jamming all day, all night. Hear me coming far away, I'm on the sound wave, suicide. Yeah, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm jamming. Oh, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm jamming. Oh, MP3 or ACD, TV or the radio. If my jam's on, I'ma shake this place like radio. Jamming, jamming, jamming. Oh. Jamming, 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 I'm jamming. How's that for a hook? Look, I'm on the road, hitting 130. My tweeter's on blast like an angry birdie. Nodding my head like I dream a genie. Chomp everything around, music like a baby teething. And I be bouncing like a kanga. Rip the coat room, chilling with a bunch of hangers. Music is what floats my boat, don't be the anchor. Turn up the volume, yeah, thank you. My jam is on and it's the enemy.
See this stage? You want to know how you can be on TV? Send an email to booking.reformtv@live.com and you could be here.